Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Hello, everyone. I'm hoping this is working. let me know if you see me, if you hear me. Just trying to make everything work out. I think we're there. So come on in. I've turned off all the devices in my home. I'm borrowing Marla's MiFi. It's just crazy. Hi, Denise. Good to see you. How about if I get my stuff together here so you can, so we can talk about all the things. So far, so good. Thanks, Rachel. This is exciting. We might actually have a show today. See and hearing? Very good. Hello, Amber. All of you guys. So good to see you all. Ha, 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 ha. We did it. Even with all the wind, we had a crazy storm this morning. I think it's left over. What is it, Zeta, the newest whatever? Goodness gracious. I cannot keep up with all the things that are going on. You're getting, Eileen, you're getting our lovely storms if you're there. So how is everyone doing? It's so good to see you. Beverly, hello. Good to see everyone. I see you, Lucy. Good to see you guys. Jennifer's in the house. So's Heather. Okay, I feel like we actually have a show today. So thanks guys for showing up. I appreciate it. And by the way, next Monday rather, is our how to do the sprint webinar coming up. And for anybody who's done the sprint or just feels like they need a little help with that, we've got all of that. You can go to savingdinner.com/burn, I think, or sprint. I don't even know what the link is. Jenny will have to help me out because I'm just oblivious. Weather is weird here. It is like 74 degrees. What is up with that? It's been freezing cold. I still have my Ugg boots on and I'm starting to get warm. I might have to take them off. So anyway, welcome. It is Thirsty Thursday. Today we're going to be talking about uncommon sense. I think this is a good topic for us, don't you? I think it's a great topic for us actually, and I'm really looking forward to discussing it with you because, you know, I teach you stuff that I'm learning myself. This is stuff from my journal. So anyway, I'm so excited that you're here and I so appreciate you showing up. And I also appreciate sharers because sharing's caring, right? And guess what? Yes, it is. It's savingdinner.com/sprint. Jenny just saved my bacon right there. You want to get signed up for it? Go get signed up for it, okay? And here is the little gift bag that I'm going to be sending to the next big sharer. And that means that when you're sharing, what you're doing is that you're putting stuff out there and you're sharing it publicly so I can see it. You're also saying a little something about it because I want to know that, you know, who are you inviting into our community anyway? That would be cool. But we have all this little gift bag from Ava Jane's Kitchen, who I love. They have great spice blends. They also have this caramelized cacao, which should be illegal. Their sea salt. And then this is one of my favorites. It's their Los Muertos barbecue. It's a little spicy. It's so good. Anyway, you share, you care, you live here in the United States. We see your comments because you shared it publicly. We're going to come down and say, hey, you're the next winner. Because that's how we roll, guys. Here's our quote of the week. Who loves a good quote? Don't surrender to your history. Holy cow, drop your teeth, right? How many times have we surrendered to our history saying, well, that's just always the way I've done it. And has it ever served? Has it ever helped? You know, that's the thing that we have to look at. Sorry, you guys, I'm just having this hair is hot. I was having a good hair day and now it's starting to kink up again. Whatever. But you know what I'm talking about, right? have you ever been in that position? I certainly have. I've been in that position where, I've said, well, it's always been like this, only to recognize that that is just pure bunk, because it has just been terrible. Hasn't helped me out one iota. So we're going to get down into the weeds, and I am just going to say to you all, thank you for being here. The name of this show is The Daily Dish. I'm your host, Leanne Ely. You know me, right? I am here in flying colors, and we are putting vibrancy back into your life. Heart, mind, body, soul, because that's who we are. We are all the things, not just one, all the things. If you're frozen, go out and come back in. That's the only thing that I can tell you to do, because I'm doing my very best. But thank you, Jennifer, for liking my hair. It took me a minute. Our skincare trio is here. It's in the shop. We have this much left. Hopefully we're going to be getting another batch in shortly. But here it is, and it is fantastic. It's going to make your skin gorgeous, especially if you're doing all the inside work with all the collagen loading and all the stuff that we teach. Go to savingdinner.com/trio to get 10% off the whole package. And let me just tell you, hint, hint, what a great Christmas present, right? So go grab it while you can, while it's still there. I'm sure we're going to get more in. We're just working on it right now. But go grab your skincare trio, because you're going to really love it. And don't forget about Crave Crusher. Do-do-do-do. I wish I had a thing to make it boing. Who takes this? I do. I do every single day. It's 4 of these. I know it seems like a lot, but let me just tell you, it's an all-day affair. This Crave Crusher is thebomb.com. I love this. Wouldn't be without it. I take it every single solitary day, that along with Leptofix, every single day, because it helps. It just makes all the difference in the world. And it is our supplement of the week. That means if you put 3 in your cart, we'll put the 4th one in for you free. Boom. And if you put ships free in the promo window, we will ship it to you free. That is a screaming deal. And if you're not buying our supplements like that, that's how you should be doing it, because you're going to save massive loads of money. Massive loads of money. Go to savingdinner.com/show to get the deal. Just click on the link there. You can open up another tab while I am talking to you. And Q&A, of course, is tomorrow. Tomorrow. Beverly says she loves the skincare. Isn't it so lovely? The thing that I love about the skincare is it's simple, it's easy, and you don't have to get all, whacked out about what it is that you're doing. I'm telling you, it is the simplest, easiest stuff to use. It lasts forever, and it just makes your skin feel gorgeous. And it has little things that it does as well. So if you're doing all of that, you're going to end up being able to qualify for a Pinkies Up mug. We have new mugs every so often. As we run out, we order a new one. They are collector's items, right? Am I right? Wise women collect these mugs. They're coming out of my cupboards. I can't tell you how many mugs we have. It is so much wonderful. Jenny loves it too. She says that the skincare trio is so light. That's the whole thing. Because even if you have dry skin, I promise you, if you're hydrating correctly, you will have less dry skin, number 1. And number 2, if you use it the way you're supposed to be using it, you're going to find you don't need quite as much. And too much cream on your skin just clogs your pores and all of that. So just, blah. We also did an immunity it's our immunity high 5. We have this fantastic, I'm not even show you all the bottles. 5 bottles of this, and it's so fantastic. Let me just tell you, if you want to learn a little bit more about how your immune system works and what you can do to support it, go to savingdinner.com/immunity and watch the webinar. There's so much we can do. There's a lot we can't do, but there's so much that we can do. And so I just wanted to pass that information on to you, because, I've been studying this and watching this and reading all the stuff, and man, you can get bogged down with all the killer cells and the helper cells and all of that stuff. But the most important thing to know is that you can get on top of the things that you can do in order to help yourself out. Your body is intuitively fascinating. It wants to heal itself. If we give it the right stuff, it will. That's the thing. That's the main takeaway. So anyway, just go take a look at that. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is we have all of our Thanksgiving menus available right now to download and to take. You've got timeline, shopping lists, groceries, you've got recipes, you got all the things. Everything is lined up. If you're keto, if you are paleo, or if you just want a classic family tried and true Thanksgiving menu, it is the best. Give it a try. Give it a try. Go to savingdinner.com/thanks. Thanks, seriously. That's where they all are. Here's the thing that we do. We always have, I don't know why that's happening. Go away. Go away, Siri. There you go. I had to tell Siri where to go. You ever have that happen? All of a sudden she just shows up and decides to take over your phone? Well, no thank you. Maybe I just need to get rid of her once and for all. Anyway, I think I told you everything that I needed to tell you, right? And also, by the way, a few Saturdays ago, Marla and I did our Cruising Through the Holidays full day conference. The swag bag alone is worth the price of admission. You got to check it out. Go to savingdinner.com/cruise and get on top of it. Nobody wants to be a shrew for the holidays. Do you want that? No. Do you want to be running around like a chicken with your head cut off, or ordering stuff online and paying extra shipping? And by the way, we have gift certificates, so I'll be telling you about all of that. We got all the things because we want you to shop here. And we have a Black Friday thing coming as well. So I'm going to tell you what, we've got stuff. We've got the stuff. We've got the stuff. We've got the stuff. Somebody just said, I love the skincare. Yes. Everybody loves the skincare. Let me just tell you how much skincare I tried before we finally landed on this stuff. It's amazing stuff. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about uncommon sense. How many times have you been told, well, you just need to have a little common sense. You need to be sensible. Sensible. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that, because I have to say to you that is and could be the very thing that's holding you back. You're just saying, well, I need to be sensible. I need to put these goals. Everything needs to be reasonable. It needs to be smart. It needs to be just this much. Don't stretch too far. Don't grow too far. Don't be too big with your thoughts and your dreams, because it's not sensible. It's not common sense. Well, I'm not here to tell you that. You know what good sense is? You know what common sense is? It means ordinary, good sense, practical judgment. That's what it means. And I say that common sense can be a curse. Okay? You ready for that? The curse of common sense. Because I'm asking you to go into uncommon sense. I'm asking you to dig deep into who you are. I'm asking you to become all that you're supposed to be. Because having common sense and holding back and being sensible and maybe saying, oh, I'm just going to be over here and be my little small self over here, is baloney. That's not what you were created for. That's not who you are. Remember who you are? Yeah, you're the apple of God's eye. Remember that? You're also fearfully and wonderfully made. Remember that part? Listen, I'm going to tell you what. This is what we need to know, because that is the launch pad from which to launch your life. Not trying to be sensible and commonsensical and practical and all of that. That's shrinking down. It's not rising up. It's not becoming the woman that you want to be. Because the woman that you want to be, I'm not talking about going out there and having an international, speaking tour or any of that stuff. But the woman that you want to be is the woman who is greater than she is right now. She's rising up to meet some bigger goals. She's rising up to become a better version of herself at all times. And when we do that, do you know what happens to us? There's a spark inside. Have you felt the spark? Have you felt that little twinge of like, wow, I never knew I could do that. Wow, look at me go. So what is sensible then for a goal? You ever wonder that? What is sensible? What if we look beyond the common sense and instead looked at the uncommon sense? Who wants to do that with me? Look at the uncommon sense, because ordinary means customary, usual, regular, normal, familiar, unexceptional. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be ordinary. I don't want to be unexceptional. I don't want to be a smaller version of myself. I don't want to take myself and, do you remember Shrinky Dinks? Anyone? Anyone? They were little things that you cut out and colored and everything, and then you stuck it in this like easy bake oven and they shrunk down. And I think we sometimes have a shrinky dink mentality of saying, okay, I like that idea, but let me just shrink it down to fit. Come on. Who wants to shrink down to fit? I don't want to shrink down to fit. I want to rise up. I want to meet my goals where they are. I want to say that I can do even bigger things than I thought. Even bigger things. Who wants to be a shrinky dink? Nobody. Nobody. You want to play with shrinky dinks maybe, but you don't want to be it. You don't want to be a shrinky dink. Why did I even think of that? I don't even know where that came from. But practical means obtained by practice and action, and it's usually based on past experience. Past experience can be a blessing or a curse. Past experience can say, hey, look what you did. So look at this path to success that you had before. Do that. Put that on steroids, right? Or it can also be, no, see, it never worked out for you. It never worked out. Nobody wants to be a shrinky dink. That's what a shrinky dink does. A shrinky dink says, past experience, put it in the oven, shrink it down, make it small and pocket-like. Remember the little, what was the pocket pony or pocket something? We had pocket pals or something. Shrink, small, little, tiny. And shrinking small and little tiny is not what we want, because that gets lost. Small gets lost. Polly Pockets, that's it. But do you want to fit in someone's pocket? I want to fit in someone's pocket. I want to be outside of the pocket. I want to be in the place of seeing everything that's laid out for me. I believe that God has this fantastic buffet all laid out. Go do it. Go take your plate and go. Don't be a Polly Pocket. Don't be a shrinky dink. You know? We don't want that in our lives. We want to be bigger than that. We want to be bigger than that. We want our dreams to be huge. We want our dreams to lift us up and to take us to the place that we want to, because we have the capabilities of doing that. But not if we're set on being commonsensical. Common sense says you need to have this limiting idea. Common sense says everything in moderation. How many times have you heard that? And I always say, everything in moderation, you mean I can eat this rat poison in moderation and I'll be okay? That's not true. Everything in moderation is such a big, fat, flippin' lie. It is. Blow it up. Blow it up. Because what we need to do is we need to decide where we're going to set our sail. We need to decide on what it is that we want, and we need to decide that it's not going to be small, it's going to be large. It's not going to be limited, it's going to be unlimited. Are you feeling me right now? Because we do this. We put ourselves to the place of shrinking down. And you know, everybody used to say everything in moderation. I mean, I have been told that over and over again. I've seen it on my boards. I've seen it everywhere. Moderation, me and chocolate and moderation that just doesn't get along. That's just chaos right there. Moderation is crazy. Moderation is something that maybe that's something, a drier setting, I don't know. But let me just tell you this is what it is that you want. You want the big life that you've always dreamed of. You do, you know? And it's not in the past, if only, if I was still 25, if I was still 30, if I was still 40, 50, whatever. No, we're not living in the past. We're living today in the present, and we're looking with eyes of gratitude and eyes emotional excitement for what our future is going to hold, because what we do today is going to influence what we get tomorrow. That's the kind of thing. Not looking back on the past, not living in there. For heaven's sakes, no. We know what that feels like, and it feels like it's just not good. I remember my mother used to say to me, you know, when I'd say, look at what my business did. Look, I got a New York Times best-selling book. Look what I got here. Look, Mom, look what I've done. You know how you used to do that with your mom? And we do that with our moms even when we're 50 years old or whatever. She'd say, is that enough now, Leanne? Is that enough? And it wasn't because my mother was cruel. She thought that I just created too much of a vision for my life, and she wanted me to bring it down a notch. It felt unsafe for her, and so she wanted to put that on me. You know, God bless her. I loved my mother with all of my heart, and I miss her every single freaking day. I do. But my mother's vision for myself wasn't mine. My vision for myself was a whole lot bigger. My vision for myself had a lot to do with what I wanted in my life, not what she wanted me to have. Because if she wanted me to have, I'd be this big and I'd probably still be, you know, I don't know. I'm not even going to go there. She didn't want me to get hurt, is the deal. She wanted me to stay safe. She wanted me to stay, you know, not wear my heart on my sleeve, none of that stuff. And you know what I'm going to say to you? Dare to dream big. Dare to wear your heart on your sleeve. Dare to put it all out there. Dare to say, look at me, see what I'm doing. Dare to become the woman that you want to be. Not the woman your mom's telling you you should be, or you need to simmer it down or bring it down a notch or do everything in moderation. Be that woman. Be that woman, the woman of your dreams, not of everyone else's. You have the right to do that when you have the voice in your life. Stop being practical, for heaven's sakes. Just stop it. Practical is nothing. Sensible, no. But dramatic? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Emotional? You got it now. Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel good? That's how I want to live my life. I want to live my life on purpose. I want to live it according to a plan, a vision, some goals that I have set for myself. And when I'm done and going and almost, you know, on my deathbed and it's almost over, I want to say with everything in my heart and just said, you know what? I left it all out on the dance floor. That's it. It's all out there. I left it all here. That's what we want, because that's the satisfaction of how we can live our lives. When we make a decision to stop being practical, when we make a decision to stop living with the curse of common sense and be uncommon instead. Uncommon. Be that woman who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and goes for a run because you've got a goal. Be that woman who says, you know what, this is hard, but I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. Be her. Be her. You've got a choice in the matter. You're not being controlled by strings or puppeteering or any of that stuff. You're not being controlled by any of that. Be that woman that is living her life on purpose, that is living her life according to her plan, her dream, her ideas. Not everybody else's. Yeah, you've got things to do. I know that. You've got kids to take care of and cars that need fixing and bills that need to be paid and you know, good grief, don't the family always wants to be fed every day. Have you noticed that? There's meals to be made. But that doesn't have to mean that your dreams get put on the sidelines. Your dreams get interwoven in when you make a decision that that's what you're going to do. And I want you to put this little smoky, smoldering fire out over here that's just all it does is cause smoke. You know, that's the if onlys, and I wish I could be like her, but I can't. That's all, just put the fire, just put that out. And instead, let's light a fire under your butt right now that says, yes, I can, yes, I will, yes, I'm doing. Today, not tomorrow. Oh, well, today is Thursday. I know it's not a fresh Monday that you can start, but today, you start today. I know it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but you start today. You're not putting your life off one more day because today counts and you count and you're a part of this whole world. You're not just, this moving part in it. You're the star of the show here. This is your life we're talking about. And when you push it off and put it to the back burner and say it's just not, what you need, it's not what you want to do right now, it's none of that stuff. It's all about you going forward with your life and creating exactly what it is that you want to do. Because it's about what you want. It's not about being reasonable. How about that? Stop being reasonable. Stop putting all the stuff off, saying it's not practical. So I got 10 things for you. 10 things for you, and then I have an alignment assignment. Because I want you to start thinking in these terms. I want you to start thinking, what do I want my life to look like in 90 days? And if you've got the Take Back Your Life journal, get it out and use it. Because in 90 days, things could look completely different. Completely different. Because that's the plan. Every single day, you working your plan and you're in your life creating the uncommon sense that you want. That's what you're doing. So here's what I want you to do for uncommon sense. 10 things. You ready? Understand there is more. There is more than even what you think about right now. And those things present themselves as you grow a little uncomfortable and go beyond the borders of even your own vision for your life. As you start to do this, understand that more will show up at your doorstep. This is how it works. This is how we're created by God Himself. He did this. He gave us this thing called the reticular activating system that searches out for evidence to support the things that we believe. Isn't that the coolest thing? And guess what? It magically lands in your lap. I can't tell you how many times this has happened. It's so amazing. So understand, number one, there is more. And number two, the past definitely does not define today or the future. It's just the past. Quit giving it so much power. There are people who've got some really sad, hard, difficult pasts out there. We've all had some kind of a something. Some are worse than others, and we're not going to sit here and put them on a scale, a sliding scale. Well, hers was really bad, and hers wasn't quite as bad, and then there was this gal who's right here in the middle. It's not about that. You know what it's about, though? It is about saying that the past is not going to define my future, it's not going to define my day, and it's not going to define me any longer. Because if the past has held you back, then it's time to dismiss it and put it into the experience file and lock it away in the filing cabinet. You no longer have to do that. That doesn't have to be a template for your day or for your future. Remember that. And listen, I have talked to so many women like this. So many women who've had these things in their lives. They've gone through so much garbage, so much awful things that I would never repeat because, confidentiality and all of that. But that doesn't mean that that's today. That doesn't mean that that's tomorrow. Your past is your past. Put it away. The only thing your past needs to do is give you an experience. Take from that experience the nuggets that are going to help you out for your future. That's it. Don't give it any power. Number 3, sensible is for shoes only. And they have to be cute, by the way. You got that? No ugly shoes. Who says that you can't dream? It's not sensible to dream. It's not sensible to want this for yourself. It's not sensible, it's not sensible, it's not sensible. I hate that word. I want you to be senseless in some ways and just dream big and see all the possibilities. You can't see the possibilities when you're weighed down by this thing called sensibility and whatever that is, right? Sensible shoes, make them cute. Number 4, dream. Dare to dream. Dream big, dream huge, have a vision, have the emotion that goes behind it. Create from it maybe a vision board. That's something you can do. I've got mine sitting right here. It's looking, and on it there's a house on the lake. My vision board. That's what I want for my life. I'm going after that. What are you going after? that's bigger than yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Number 4, I don't even know where we are. Number 5, whatever. I mean, is anybody counting? Dare to ask yourself, what if? I love the what if sentence. Start a dream with what ifs. When you ask what if, you start to look at the possibilities. You start to see the possibilities. You start to look and wonder about, what if? It's no longer, that's not practical, that's not sensible, that's not fill in the blank. But you start to see things from an incredibly different point of view when you start to think, what if? What if fills you with possibility and doesn't limit? And then like I said it before, but dare to get emotional about what you want. Dare to be dramatic about it. Dare to say, it's going to be the best house that you've ever seen. It's going to be this and it's going to be that, and I'm going to have this and I'm going to have that, and my kids are going to do this, and we're going to have this great life. Dare to do it. Because you know what? We bring it in when we dare to think about it. That's how it starts. It all starts with an idea. And when that idea has a little feeling behind it and a little emotion behind it, and you start to see it in your mind's eye, that's when the action steps come. Because when we can take action on the dreams that we have, these emotional things that we're feeling inside, that's when the action starts to happen. And that's when we actually start to move toward that actual goal that we want. Fantastic stuff. And then create that dream. Do your vision board, write out your goals, double down on the pain of following through instead of having the pain of regret. Because remember, I think it was last week, we have 2 pains to face, and you get one or the other, and pain is part of the equation for being a human. You either get the pain of regret or you get the pain of following through when you're trying to move the needle. You don't do it, you got regret, and that's a greater, bigger pain to handle. To do it and not want to, just say, I just don't want to do this right now, and do it anyway, is a momentary pain that goes away, and you have this great big satisfaction of following through. But you have to choose your pain. Which one do you want? And then see yourself. See yourself flawed, not perfect, but striving for excellence, but striving to do the right thing, but striving to become all that you can be, and understanding who you are. You are made in God's image. You know that, right? You are wonderfully and fearfully made. You know that, right? You're the apple of his eye, for heaven's sakes. Everything that I'm saying to you isn't just for the few, it's for the all. We're all these cherished daughters of our King, all of us. Loved, accepted, loved, in a love that maybe none of us have ever known or ever really truly felt. But that's what we should be leaning into, that love. That's the love that we should be sitting in and meditating on, that love. Because that's what's going to move the needle for us to see the bigger vision for ourselves. That's how Catherine, that's so good. Catherine said, following through is what helps us to blossom to full bloom. That's right. And that was one of our our virtual conference. Full bloom. And when you're in full bloom, that's a flower that has just opened up to all the goodness. And if you notice, like with the sunflower, they turn toward the sun. You can be just like that sunflower, opened and turned toward the sun, taking in all the warmth, taking in all the love, and knowing that you're here on purpose by God himself. So 2 things I want you to do. Wrap your worth up in knowing that you are the apple of his eye. Write down some sentences, some I am sentences. I am worthy because I am the daughter of a king. I am worthy because, and fill in your own blanks. I am are powerful sentences to write. And number 2, we can make excuses or we can make progress. Write that down. You going to make excuses or are you going to make progress? That's your choice. If you're willing, if you're really willing and you're serious about your life and the vision that you have for it and where you want to go, you're going to do something about that today, not tomorrow, not planning, not on Monday, not on the 1st of November, not on whatever, no, January 1st, I'm all in, you know? Today, you're going to do something today because you're not going to make excuses anymore. You're going to make plans and you're going to make progress and you're going to make it happen because that's what we do. That's what we do when we're lit up. And I don't know about you, but I'm lit up. I am ready for the next level of my life. And when we're open to that, God says, okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Powerful or pathetic or pitiful. We can be powerful or we can be pitiful, but we can't be both. And I'm saying to you, let's be powerful women. Let's stand up for our lives. Let's have a voice in it. And let's start grabbing and saying, we're going all the way. Right? No choice. No choice. That vibrancy that you want, that's where it is. It's on the other side of, I don't know. It's on the other side of that. So let's make some progress and just leave the excuses behind. They're old, they're tired, and aren't you done with them? I'm so done. That's what I have for you. Love you guys. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for sharing. You know, sharing's caring. I appreciate it all. And don't forget, get signed up for Monday. Monday, I'm going to teach you how to do the sprint in a way that's powerful. It's going to knock your socks off for 7 days because we start on November 9th, I believe. So go to savingdinner.com/sprint and get yourself signed up. I appreciate you. Peace be with you.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.